Welcome to my channel. This is Mario Lloyd, also known as Real Estate Guru PK. On this channel, we talk about my real estate endeavors. We also have the top real estate producers and the top entrepreneurs in the country. Be sure to click the link below with Justin P with his Support Black Colleges marketing course. Also with Jason White's Crack the Code affiliate link, click that below as well. Also to support the channel, Webull, M1 Finance, Chase, Discover, Robinhood, and Public, a stock trading app. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This is Real Estate Guru PK signing out. Hey, welcome to another episode. I got a special guest, BAMMCEO.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing great, doing great.
So you're originally from Philly?
Philadelphia. What's Philadelphia?
What brought you to Houston, Texas?
Main reason what brought me to Houston, Texas was definitely a guy named BAMMCEO, just like a great connection. When we first got out, we basically started out together, doing credit repair, just networking. So when he was out there, he was doing the car rentals. He was like, you should come out here, we should network a little bit more. And the main reason is, Houston is a good area. It's a lot of connection. That's the main reason why I kind of, move out to Houston.
So like, is CEO, is that like y'all group or something?
Not CEO is not like a group. I mean, I just ran with it.
Okay.
I was just like, okay, like I'm an entrepreneur now, so I'm just like CEO. So I just made it BAMMCEO just for a reason. But when I was younger, my name was always Bam.
Bam.
So I was trying to figure out like how can I get my business name with my my nickname. So everyone called me Bam when I was younger, but my business name is like Become a Multi-Millionaire.
Okay.
So that's why I got in BAM, and I was just like, okay, I'm just put CEO next to it.
Okay. How'd you get that nickname?
So when I was younger, it was a boxer. So it was a boxer. He had braids. His name was like Bam Bam. He used to be punching. He was a little strong, a little short. So when I was people, they was like, yo, you look like Bam Bam. So everybody just like, ever since I was playing football, they just called me Bam Bam.
Just ran with it. What position you played?
When I was younger, I played running back. So I was a little stocky, short, fast one, just running around.
So when you stopped playing?
I stopped playing actually my freshman year at college. That's what I stopped playing. Actually, that was a wild year for me when I stopped playing football. I stopped playing football. I was like trying to figure out what I was going to get into next. So I actually like landed into like get into the entrepreneur world.
I usually ask our guests like about their come up, like how they was raised and kind of what kind of like put them into being an entrepreneur type stuff. So like
me.
The story.
Getting into the entrepreneurial world. So like me growing up younger, like it definitely was rough, just going out of, a city of Philadelphia. It's just, you get a lot of stuff, a lot of crime, a lot of people, doing a lot of illegal stuff. So it's like, are you going to go the legal route? Or you're going to go the illegal route, right? So that's you just got to pick your poison on what you really want to do. So me just growing in city of Philadelphia, it was like, I was getting into a lot of bad stuff, but then I also was still trying to do good because I always had a big brother. So my big brother, he was actually like, he's kind of well known. It's called a water ice company. He got a water ice company called Happy Ice. He started doing tattoos. So when I was, still trying to get in the little bad stuff, I kind of still was looking up to him like, okay, it's still another way to it. So like growing up, like I always was looking up to him. Not really I was just looking like, okay, he's still doing good. Everything he's doing is legal, and I'm still doing like a little bad stuff, like just being a kid. So just growing up, my mom always made sure like activities. Like my mom always made sure I was in activities. So I always played football. After football, I was working. After working, so it's like she kept trying to get me out of like trying to do like a lot of stuff that I was trying to get into. So I definitely thank her. So like me just growing up, I started playing football. I was in high school, just doing a little, kid stuff, right? So after that, I would start playing football. I went to college my freshman year. First semester, it was during COVID. So I graduated 2019 of high school. So I'm only 21. So when I was getting in my freshman year at college, I was playing football, but then I started realizing like, okay, school is not for me. So I started realizing, like, okay, school is not it. It's not for me. Because a lot of, I was going to school for business. So when I was going to school for business, I never was good in school. I was always bad in school. Only reason why I want to say I was bad, but I never paid attention. Only reason I never paid attention is because when I was younger, I looked up to, a lot of people I was into like jewelry, fashion, and I was like, okay, none of them work. None of them, they don't do the normal go to school, go to high school, go to college. So I'm like, okay, that's not the route for me. So I always was trying to figure out, what do I really want to do? So like, as I was in college, it started hitting me like, okay, the teachers, I'm going to school for business, and it's like, no, they not really showing me nothing. They showing me textbook work. They're not really in the field and really trying to really doing stuff. They didn't have the cars that I liked. They didn't have Lamborghinis. They didn't have all the nice stuff that I wanted. I wanted jewelry. I wanted clothes. I wanted the money. So it's like I didn't see it. So I was like, okay, I'm not. I basically did my first semester in college, and I was like, okay, I'm done. So after that, I was just I was home trying to figuring out what I was going to do, and then I was just investing a lot of money just in education. I was just trying to find something that I really wanted to get in. So I was investing in crypto, wholesaling, Airbnb.
Wholesaling in real estate, or
wholesaling in real estate. I was trying to get into everything. Like, I was just paying for stuff, and I was just like, okay, this is not me. This is not me. But then it's like I started watching YouTube, and I came across somebody named BAMMCEO. He was doing credit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I came across him. So when he was doing credit, I'm just looking at it. He's just talking about, you can get into, you basically use your credit to do this. You can use your credit to do this. And I'm just like, okay, it kind of makes sense. So you just use your credit for everything. And so I'm young, I'm 20 years old. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to try to build my credit, do this, and try to get into this so I can actually start, getting the cars and everything that he was saying. So I started getting to the credit, and then I got into credit repair. So once I started getting into credit repair, I paid for one more mentorship, which was my mentor named Dear CEO. So I invested in him, learned the credit repair game, and I just took off from there. So that's how that process went.
Okay. What you think about? I know this off such. What you think about him getting LIFO?
What'd you say?
BAMMCEO. What you think about him getting LIFO?
I ain't really hear you.
Oh, you didn't hear it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I ain't really hear it.
I was about to say something. So, what was like the light bulb moment, like with cars and everything, like?
With the cars, so I don't know. I just feel like how BAMMCEO approach to it, to like the car rental stuff and the way he was operating really made me like, because it's just like he was somebody I kind of was like a black entrepreneur, jewelry, clothes, cars. I'm like, okay, that's what I want. And then he was just talking about credit. So I'm like, okay, I'm kind of good with numbers. He talking about the car rentals. Everyone like cars. They like new cars. So it's just like when he was teaching it, he was just giving us free information. I'm just like, okay, I really got to take full advantage of it. So that's what really made me like, okay, this is what I got to do.
You're really big on credit, right?
Yeah, I'm really like big on like credit repair. That's my main thing.
Like, what'd you start off doing to make your credit high, to have
building my credit? So the first thing I did to actually build my credit was I used Self. So Self is like a
Self?
Yeah, Self app, like the Self app. So I used Self app. That was the first. So I normally started my process with 3 primaries. So like 3 primaries accounts. I use Self. I use Credit Strong. So Credit Strong is also like an installment loan as well. And then I started off with I added trade lines.
So Credit Strong is an installment loan.
Yeah, so it was an installment loan.
Okay.
So I got Self and I got CreditStrong.com.
So how did that work for you?
It boosted my, because I ain't had no credit score. I just had 2 student loans on there. So with this,
how much? Hold on. What was your credit score before?
My credit score before was a 630.
630. Okay.
That's when I first started. I had nothing on there but 2 student loans. So after that, I added.
I'm kind of a credit dude too. So hold on. Did your student loan already hit already?
The student loans hit
already. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what really got me a score.
People talk about these student loans, but they never really hit, because they haven't officially graduated. So yeah.
So mine's as soon as I went to school, like the first semester, it hopped on my credit.
So right away they put it on your credit.
They put it on my credit, and it helped boost my score.
Oh, they boosted up. Usually
I didn't have no score at all.
For real?
So then when the student loans hopped on my credit, I straight got a 630 credit score.
How much was it?
How much was the loan?
Yeah, the student loan.
It was Cause I had like a half scholarship, so it was only like 2,000. I had to pay 2,000. It was a 2,000 student loan.
That's nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was nothing. So
usually it's like 30,000.
no, mine was just 2,000. It was nothing else.
Okay, cool.
So
also, so you had a damn near a full paid scholarship with football then,
yeah,
right?
with football. Yeah, I actually had like a full pay. All I had was just a 2,000 loan on there that I had to pay.
That's long.
So then I added the self. So I had the self, and I that boosted my score up.
Who put you on that?
BAMMCEO.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So I was watching his YouTube. He was talking about self. So then I started like, I'm like, okay, it's a credit builder loan. So I'm like, okay, I got to find more credit builder loans. So that's when I got into creditstrong.com. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pay $100 a month on this website, and it's gonna put 10,000 on my credit report each month. So I'm like, okay. So I just kept doing it. You know, credit, you build history. The more history you have. I'm still young, so I was like, I got to let this age a little bit more.
This was when you was 19 years old?
I was 20. I was 20 years old when I was building
you just
it. I just turned 20. I was building it, and I was just trying to like, okay, this is what I'm going to do with my credit. So I was building my credit. I was using the self. I was using the Credit Strong. And then I added some trade lines on my credit report. I'm like, okay, let me add some trade lines just to put the icing on the cake. So I added trade lines. My score went to a 630 to a 750. 750? Just by doing that.
What trade lines you put on there?
I just bought it from like a pack. It was like a package deal. I got it from like Trade Line Supply. I got it from them. It was like a $20,000 limit, but it wasn't that much history. It was like 3 years of history.
That's it.
Yeah, it was just like 3 years of history.
It went up like almost 100 points.
Yeah, it went almost 100 points. That and those primaries that I added. So I'm already at like a 750. So I'm a little excited. I'm like, okay, I'm showing people my credit score, letting people know exactly what I'm doing now. So I'm on Instagram like, listen, I got a 750 credit score. I didn't even apply for my first credit card yet. I'm still in the mentorship classes while I'm doing this too, because he was telling me, okay, get your secure credit card. So I went and got a Discover Secure credit card. So that was the first actual credit card I got that I used to actually really build my credit. I used Discover Secure credit.
Discover it or was it secure?
Yeah, Discover a secure credit card I used. But the only thing I like that credit card, I didn't go to Capital One. I like the Discover secure credit card because they actually give you cash back. So every time I was using it, I was actually getting cash back. And one thing that I did that helped me in the long run is that I kept putting money down on the credit card. So like I started off with $300 on a Discover Secure credit card, but then I put another $300 the next month. Because after 7 months, they determine if they can make it unsecured. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put $200 on here. I'm gonna put $200 again. And by the time I did it, I already had a $2,000 secured credit card. And then after that, the 7 month, they made it unsecured and they boosted me up $2,000. So now I'm at $4,000, my first actual credit card. So that's what actually helped me. And I was just like, okay, I'm kind of figuring this out. So that's what, how my journey happened when I was kind of like building my credit up. That process.
So keep going.
So basically after that, I was just, building my credit. I just started, I got my Discover credit card. Then I went right to Navy Federal.
Oh, Navy Federal? Who put you on Navy Federal?
Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was just talking about Navy Federal.
So like YouTube or on Instagram?
YouTube. So everybody was talking about YouTube. Bank with Navy Federal. This is a small bank.
How'd you get started on Navy Federal?
Navy Federal? I just called them and I was just like, hey, my grandfather was, served in the military. I got his social security number or card at any point. I'm like, is there a way I can get in? They're like, sure, we can get you in. This was like in the beginning stage of it. You can just say anything to get in there. So I was in there and I got in there. I'm like, okay, boom. So I'm like, all right, now they telling me build a relationship with them, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build a relationship with them. So I start putting, money in the checkers, money in the savings. So I start putting money in the checking, start putting money in the savings. Then I waited for like 30 days. Then I applied for another credit card with Navy Federal. I did cash rewards and I did the gold rewards. So I got about like 15,000 with the cash rewards and I got about like 5,000 on the gold rewards.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's when I first started though.
That's wild.
So I just kept trying to act for like credit line increases too though. So that's what actually helped me, benefit in the long run too.
Have you ever got a loan from them or just credit cards?
No, I just got credit cards from them. I never got I got an auto loan from them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got an auto loan from them.
the same thing.
Yeah, so I got an auto loan from them. That pretty much was it. I ain't really do nothing else with Navy Federal yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, like building my credit.
So how many mentees you got?
Mentees. I would say a A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like I got a lot of mentees. Cause I do a lot of mentorships. I like everyone that's in my course. So I have a course on showing you how to build your credit, Toro, and an Airbnb. I actually did it with BR. So like everyone that's in there, we have
I think I seen y'all live. Y'all go live.
Yeah, we go live a lot. So we have a private chat. So when we did a private chat, a lot of people, they come in and ask us a lot of questions. So it's lifetime access. So, once you actually tap in, you'll actually, ask me any question that you want on building credit, business credit, Toro, Airbnb. We're able to help you out within my $50 course. That's actually, and you get lifetime access with me. I am starting doing Zoom calls with them. So every month we'll be doing a Zoom call, checking in, making sure that, everyone, I'm answering all questions and concerns for them as well. So, that's the main thing. So mentees, and I do mentorships, I do classes, everything that I do, I try to do a lifetime access because I want you to, I want to grow and I want you to grow with me as well. So like I do a Zoom call with everyone just to check back in with, make sure, they building their credit, they doing, they building their business credit the correct way. So they don't be like, hey, I was looking up the BAMMCEO, he told me to do this and it didn't work. So I just try to, make sure I check back in with them just to make sure they're in the right path.
Has your credit score dropped since you've been getting all the cars and credit cards?
Yeah, of course. So that's just what happens. Your credit score always drop once you add a new loan on it. Sometimes.
What do you recommend to kind of like combat that, like from it dropping so much?
For dropping what to do after?
Yeah.
What I would tell you is just build history. History is the key, right? Because once a lot of people, they want to keep applying for new stuff and they keep dropping their score. Let your stuff age. Because, credit is just borrowing money. If you want to borrow money from you and I don't know you from nowhere, I'm more than likely to not give it to you first. So it's like, as we start doing, building a relationship, building a connection, the longer you using, you borrowing, the more I can actually feel comfortable to actually give it to you. So I always tell people, just let all your accounts that you have on your credit report age. The more you let it age, the more it can help increase your score. Because 15% of your grade is linked to history. So it's no going around of not trying to let the accounts on your credit report age. Definitely history and actually getting more limits. The higher the limits you have, the more your credit score go up. The more the balance you can have on your credit report. So that's the tips that I always would tell people to do. If your credit score drop.
What credit card or loan you looking at you trying to get in the future?
In the future, I mean, everybody want the American Express black card.
Oh, you want the black card?
Yeah, of course. we want the black card.
Okay.
So that's my dream.
You gotta spend like $250,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, you gotta spend some money to get in there.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, for a whole year.
If I know for the whole year.
Yeah, you gotta spend about like 30,000 for a month for the whole year. Yeah, to get in a black card.
What's your blueprint for that? What would you recommend?
Investments.
Investments?
Eventually what I want to do is I want to pour into like a lot of investments, investing into myself, So I feel as though like if you just have that one credit card that you want to use, you just invest all your money on it, right? So if you just how I would try to do is like, okay, I got my bills, I got everything. Just put everything on that one credit card to make it sure I'm spending around $20,000 a month, so where I can actually get the American Express black card. That's what I want.
Okay. What's your prize car that you want?
Prize car, Lamb truck.
For real?
Lamborghini truck.
The Urus?
Yeah, the Urus. Okay. Yeah, the Urus is that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. That's the goal. That's the goal. I want the Lamb truck. I gotta get that.
What's your prize car that you own right now?
The one that I always wanted.
No, that you own right now.
Prize car that I own, a Benz. So I got my favorite car that I got right now is my Scat Pack. Actually, everybody like a Scat Pack, right? Or a muscle car. So my muscle car is definitely like the best car I got right now.
How many cars you got on Turo?
How many cars? I don't do Turo.
Oh, you don't do Turo?
No, I don't do Turo. We do private rentals.
Oh yeah.
We do private rentals.
I thought you was partnering up with BR.
We actually partner up, but I actually partner up with my friend Epic Rentals in Philadelphia.
Okay.
So I actually partner up with him. I actually partner up with my other guy, Philadelphia his name Bino.
Bino.
So they got huge car rental companies, like over 30 cars right now. So I actually get cars and ship it over to them, and they take care of everything. So
that's dope.
That's why I try to teach people, autopilot. the autopilot. So that's why I'm actually coming out with a class and, showing people how, once you build your credit, you can find people that master at the game at doing whatever they want. Because a lot of people, they want to get into something that they don't know what comes with it. I'd rather let someone else take care of it and let me focus on what I'm doing. So if you got a job, stay with your job. Let someone else take care of everything else for you so you can still work your job and collect passive income, right? So how I try to show people is build your credit, still work your 9 to 5. As you work your 9 to 5, if you find someone on social media that actually master at Airbnb, master at real estate, master at the tour or private rentals, and you do a deal with them, 70-30, 60-40, 50-50, no matter whatever y'all have handled, just make sure y'all come to a great agreement and let them take care of everything. So what I do in my the people I do with the private rentals, I get the car, they take care of it. I sit back in the house, relax, and they just send me the money, right? So that's the key. You want to make sure everything is autopilot. You don't want things stress you out. You want to get in this business, this business, this business, this business. That's how you fail, right? You don't want to just try to get into everything. So when I first started and when I was investing into myself, I was trying to get into every single thing. So I was like, okay, hold up. Let me focus. Let me just focus on my credit, focus on credit repair, figure out how I can, expand that and let everything else take care for itself. I can always get back into the car rental because I have people that master in the car rental game. You master at one thing and then you network with other people, let them take care of it. And then if they want to get information, they send clients to you as well. That's how you network. That's how you get things done. So I'm hands off on the car rental right now because I just let, other people take care of it, and I'm just expanding my credit repair company right now. So that's definitely what I'm, trying to get into now.
So if somebody starts off, you don't recommend them just quitting their job?
No. It just all depends on where you at.
Okay.
See, me, I was young. I didn't have nothing, I had all the time in the world to just go out and just jump and just do whatever I wanted to do. And if it fell, it fell. I can always go back to a job. So I feel like it's just all about your mindset. It all depends on the person who you are. Because if you can't go 50-50 with this. Like you can't go 50-50 with it. See, me, I went 100% with it. So you gotta go, if you really want to do this entrepreneurial world and you really want to do this 100%, yeah, leave your job. Because because your job is what's going to hold you back. So that's how I feel.
So you recommend jumping head first?
Jump head first, of course, at all times.
All times?
All times. I mean, what's the worst
scenario?
Yeah, what's the worst going to happen? All you're going to say, you can always work a job. I feel like, you can't waste your time.
You recommend putting your 2 weeks or just quitting?
Me, I just quit.
You just quit? I did too.
I just quit. I didn't care. I was like, oh, I ain't coming back. And I just dove in. I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do.
So there ain't no B, C, D, E, F, just A.
Just A. Plan A. That's how I look at it. Because if you start thinking plan B, plan C, you gonna fail.
Correct.
Or you're not gonna get to where you want to be. You're not gonna reach your peak moment. It's like, this is what I want to do, and nothing is gonna stop me. You gotta have that attitude. Because if you had that attitude, it's gonna work. So me, everything that I said I was going to do, I did because I had tunnel vision on what I wanted to do.
So what do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I really want to be I want to have the #1 credit repair company.
Oh, for real?
That's what I want.
That's your passion? It's not cars, it's credit?
I wouldn't say it's my passion. I just feel as though it's something that people get into the credit repair industry and then want to venture off in something else. I want to let people know that credit's saint. All of the big time credit repair companies, like, okay, if I'm starting something, I want to finish it. I want to be the best at it. So if I'm starting credit repair company, I got to stick with it now. This is what I was known for. So let me stick with it right now and let me expand as much as I can. Just like, you got people that's rappers, that's singers. They want to expand their, they rap industry first. They want to get into that first and, make sure they master at that before they try to get into venture out. So just like Rihanna, she was doing music, and then she got into the Savage Fenty. It took her years to do that, right? So what I want to do is I want to get to the number one credit repair company. I'm still going to make passive income. I'm still going to learn so much information about the car rental industry. I still can teach so much because I'm still hands-on. I still can go, you know, in the field and see what's going on, how it works, how the process. And I, you know, that's what it's all about, networking. You know, I have a lot of people that's in the car rental industry. I'm also in the car rental industry, but right now I'm just hands-off because I want to focus on one thing, expanding. So I want to be the number one credit repair company. I want to have my own app. You know, I really want to have my own bank.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I want to have my own bank.
Dope,
Why
man.
not?
Dope, no, dope.
Right, so that's what I really want to do. You know.
What you gonna call it?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
Nah, I don't know yet. I just want to keep everything simple. Bam. So
Okay, bam.
yeah. So I just want to keep everything simple. You know, because but my nickname, it does stands for something. So it's like it can always, you know, mine's is become a multimillionaire, right?
Okay.
So, you know, in today's society, you can't just be a millionaire now. You got to become a multimillionaire.
Correct.
So that's what we going for. We coming to become a multimillionaire. So that's how I really, you know, venture off. So it's banned, but it's become a multimillionaire.
You plan on having kids and get married in the future?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. But you know, I'm just focused, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard trying to, you know, in a relationship or unless you find someone that's really, you know, for you, or really can, you know, accept you for what you're doing. A lot of people, they don't accept me for what I do. So, you know, things go left sometimes. Like they don't like that I'm always on the clock. Like I'm always on the clock all day, every day. And they don't like that, especially people my age. You know, people 20, 21, they're not the type of person I am. They walk right past me. They not focused on me right now, right? They would rather wait 25, 26 to actually like settle down. Like, okay, this is the person I want. Right now, I'm not for nobody my age. So it's like they see that I'm way too focused on my goals. I'm gonna let him be what he gotta do right now.
So you saying you like older women, or you just?
I always say I would like older women. I just feel as though I'm just not attracted to people my age.
Your age group, yeah.
Yeah, my age group.
20, 21.
Yeah, they not. They like the they just like the fast life, right? They like stuff. They like people to sit down, talk to them, communicate with them, be there with them all day, FaceTime, calling. That's not me. I can't do that right now. I'm like, my goals is different. I got different type of goals. Like I really want to be something in life. Okay. So if I really want to be something in life, because I really like, sometimes I really be appreciating certain people. But it's just that I'm just so focused right now. Like it's times where I don't even talk to my family. Like when I'm locked in, I'm locked in. Like I just be focused. I moved out here to not to say I separate from my family, but it was just like I had to let my family know, like, oh, this is real. I'm really focused right now. Like I'm stepping away from everyone to really just lock in on my dreams, and I'll be there for y'all. But right now, let me do what I gotta do.
What'd your mama say when you said that?
She cried.
For real?
My mom cried because she didn't see how focused I was. Like at first, my mom was like, "This ain't he want to do." You know, he really like when I first started, it was a thing called PUA. So it's like unemployment. So unemployment, people was getting like unemployment checks, PPP, little stuff like that. When I left my job during COVID, I got an unemployment check about like $8,000. So with that $8,000, I spent the whole $8,000 on education. Like all education, nothing else. So whenever I was doing it, I would come to mom like, "Mom, I just paid for a course." She said, "How much you paid for the course?" $1,200. I was spending nothing on education, and I finally spent I spent $1,000 on a Dare mentorship on learning how to do credit repair. I probably had like $2,000 left. Spent $1,000 on him. I had like $1,000 left. I ain't had no job. Like I gotta make it work. I first started. I did my first client. I did it for $50. I'm like, okay, boom, $50. Then I started going, $250, $400, $500. I just kept going. I'm like, okay, I'm making money. So I started going from $2,000 to $5,000 to $10,000. I'm like, oh, I'm making a lot of money there. So that's really how my process went. And so it was like, my mom, she was just looking at me like, "You spending too much money." I'm like, she didn't really see my vision. But now that she kind of see what I'm doing, she was kind of shocked, like, oh, he actually doing something now. Yeah.
That's how they supposed to be though.
Yeah, she, because she never seen that in somebody.
Correct.
Yeah, she was like her upbringing was a little different. Me, I kind of looked up to like my brother, so I'm like, okay, I can see he doing something. It worked. It actually worked. So I'm like, okay, it's going to work for me too. And I ain't have no second thoughts like, oh, this not going to work. I was like, oh no, it's going to work. There ain't no other way. So when I was telling them, I was letting them know like. And then I was telling my friends too. I was letting my friends like, listen, this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna get my credit. I'm gonna build my credit. We all gonna get cars because we all got the same unemployment check. So I'm like, listen, we all gonna get the cars. We all gonna do this. This is what we gonna do, right? So they see my vision. They was always there for me, but that was my vision. That wasn't their vision. That's where I messed up at because I was trying to put them into my vision. That wasn't their vision. So it's like I was, they still, was there for me, always supporting me, but it wasn't their vision. So I was kind of like, damn, why they ain't trying to get what I'm doing, trying to do the credit, but it wasn't their vision. It was my vision. So like, that's how my process went when I was, just pouring out all this money, trying to get and invest, and look where I'm at now. So definitely a great opportunity.
Would you be mad if your kids didn't want to be entrepreneurs?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't. Yeah, I'll be mad because
you could be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, but I'll be disappointed because I'm disappointed in people that go to school.
I feel that.
I'll be disappointed. So I'll be disappointed in my friends that go to school. I'll be letting them know like it's a scam. Why you keep it doesn't work no more. That's how I tell people, like, it doesn't work. You can be in the house and just chill in a crib and make $10,000 a month, not doing nothing. Like you can go on your phone, make videos and make $10,000. I go on Instagram, make videos, and it brings me a lot of income. Yeah, I'm very, I learn a lot. I do a lot of research and I pour it into the game. And people pay me for that. They pay for what they don't know. So that's a key thing that I always say. So I'll definitely be disappointed. I'll be disappointed. Okay, for sure, definitely.
Man, that's all I got for you. I'm gonna ask you either or question. So it'll be like real estate or host, so like stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then we'll be done.
All right, cool.
I ain't gonna hold you that long. Okay. Flips or rentals? You say you was a wholesaler.
Rentals.
Okay. All right, cool. Rental property or Airbnb?
I'm young. Airbnb.
Airbnb? Okay. Tour or Airbnb? Airbnb? So you still with Airbnb?
Yeah, instead of Turo. Because Turo take a lot of money.
For
real? Yeah.
Okay. I haven't got on Turo yet. I will though. I am though. Stocks or crypto?
I paid a lot of money for crypto stocks.
So you took an L?
I took an L.
For real?
No, it basically was just like the entrepreneur. It was too informative. It was too much. It was like, oh my God, it was too much information.
A lot going on?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 million followers or rental property?
2 million followers or rental
on Instagram or rental property?
It depends on if they active.
Yeah.
It all depends on that. I'm gonna take the rental property. Because people would say 2 million followers, but if the 2 million followers active, do they really want to understand and tap into what you got going on?
Right. Yeah.
It all depends. It depends. If it's 2 million followers that's active, oh yeah, give me the 2 million followers.
2 million followers. Okay. Money or equity?
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
Okay.
Money.
All right. 850 credit score, $1 million.
$1 million. $1 million. That's why I had a question.
All day. Not even thinking about it.
All day. $1 million. Because I can literally use that $1 million to get an 850 credit score.
Yeah.
Why would I get the 850 credit score?
Yeah, but people be saying 850 a lot.
No, that's like, no. Why would you do that? I can literally go to someone like me and spend $2,000 to get a 850 credit score, to get all these credit cards, and still have $900,000 left.
Ooh, I like that. Man, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it.